Have you ever been excited to step into the kitchen to cook? But when you opened the bag of potatoes, they were all sprouted, soft, or even turning green? All that effort, all that cooking inspiration gone. In the end, you had to throw out the whole bag of potatoes. Such a shame and such a waste. Many people just cut off the sprouts and keep using the potatoes. But in reality, that still carries a risk of harming your health. Sprouted or green potatoes contain a toxin called solanine, which can cause stomach pain, nausea, and even poisoning if eaten in large amounts. And what's worse, so many people are still storing their potatoes the wrong way without even knowing it. But don't worry. Today, I'm going to share 5 simple tips to help you keep your potatoes fresh for a long time. No sprouting, no rotting, and always ready for a good meal. Let's get started. The first method. You should choose dry, firm potatoes that haven't started sprouting yet. If there's dirt on the skin, don't wash them. Just let the potatoes dry naturally in a well-ventilated spot. Next, get a wooden box, a cardboard box, or a basket with good airflow. Place the potatoes inside and keep them in a cool, airy place. The ideal temperature for storing potatoes is between 7 and 10 degrees Celsius, 44.50 degrees Fahrenheit. In a cool, dark environment, potatoes not only sprout less but also retain more vitamin C. If potatoes are kept in bright light or high temperatures, the starch inside them turns into sugar, which causes them to lose their natural flavor. Their skins may also turn green, a sign that solanine levels have increased, which can make the potatoes bitter and potentially toxic. On the other hand, storing potatoes in a cool environment not only helps prevent sprouting but also significantly extends their shelf life, keeping them fresh and nutrients. This way is easy, right? Next, you can try the second method. First, you'll need a clean, dry box, a cardboard box, a foam cooler, or a wooden crate. Just make sure it's the right size for the amount of potatoes you plan to store, similar to the tip I mentioned earlier. Then, choose only firm, whole potatoes that aren't bruised, sprouting, or damaged in any way. And very importantly, do not wash the potatoes before storing them. Now, take some dry paper towels and gently wrap each potato. There's no need to wrap them tightly, just enough so the towel covers the whole potato. This helps absorb some of the natural moisture and keeps them fresh longer. Keep wrapping until you've covered all the potatoes you want to store. After that, arrange the wrapped potatoes in the box in neat rows. Make sure the potatoes aren't touching each other. This helps prevent moisture from spreading or sprouting. Once you've filled the first layer, you can loosely cover it with a thin cloth or a sheet of newspaper, then stack a second layer of potatoes on top. This helps reduce friction and keeps the potatoes from bumping into each other. Finally, close the lid and store the box in a cool, dry, and well-ventilated place away from sunlight and any sources of heat. With this method, your potatoes can stay fresh for several weeks, or even 1 to 2 months, without worrying about sprouting or rotting. Let's see the third method. Start by choosing fresh, dry potatoes that haven't sprouted yet. Then, prepare some plastic wrap. Lay the plastic wrap flat and place a potato right in the center. Before wrapping it up, you can add a few dry tea leaves inside the wrap. This little trick helps absorb moisture and creates a natural barrier against dampness, keeping your potatoes fresh longer. Now, tightly wrap each potato individually, and repeat this for all the potatoes you want to store. Next, place them in a paper bag, a wicker basket, or a container with good airflow. Then keep the potatoes in a cool, dark, and well-ventilated spot away from direct sunlight. One important tip: don't store potatoes near onions or bananas because they release ethylene gas, which speeds up sprouting. When done right, potatoes can stay good for several months without spoiling or sprouting. The only downside is that wrapping each potato individually can be a bit time-consuming if you have a large quantity, but the results are definitely worth it. Try this method now. I bet you will be surprised. Let's come to the fourth method. If you have a lot of potatoes but don't have a specialized storage cellar, here's a simple and very effective solution. Just prepare one or several clean cardboard boxes, sized according to how many potatoes you need to store. Line the bottom of the box with old cloth or newspaper. Then gently place the potatoes inside, spacing them about 2-3 centimeters apart and making sure not to stack them on top of each other. Sprinkle a little baking soda over the potatoes. This is a handy trick to absorb moisture and prevent sprouting. Baking soda is a very effective and convenient choice. Finally, close the box lid and store it in a dry, cool, well-ventilated place, away from light and heat sources. When stored properly, potatoes can stay fresh and sprout-free for many months, even up to a year. With just a few simple steps, you won't have to worry about your potatoes spoiling or sprouting anymore. Method number 5. First, prepare a basin of clean water and place the potatoes in to wash. Gently scrub off the dirt and dust from the skins. Then, change the water and rinse the potatoes again, once or twice more. Drain the potatoes in a colander and let them dry. Once they're no longer wet, use a peeler to remove the potato skins. This might take a bit of time up front, but it will save you a lot of effort whenever you need to cook. After peeling, cut the potatoes however you like, slices, cubes, sticks, or leave them whole if they're small. It's truly wonderful to know that we're connecting from all around the world. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, you can do so by clicking the subscribe button. I am so happy to see your support. Next, add the sliced potatoes to a pot of boiling water and blanch them briefly to help preserve their texture and prevent them from becoming mushy when cooked. The blanching time depends on the size. Small potatoes need about 3-4 minutes, while larger ones require around 5-8 minutes. After blanching, you need to place the potatoes into a bowl of cold or ice water that's been prepared in advance to stop the cooking process. Then, transfer the potatoes to a colander to drain off excess water. This helps keep them from clumping together during freezing. Once the potatoes have fully cooled and dried, divide them into meal-sized portions and place them into Ziploc bags or freezer-safe containers. Be sure to leave about 1.5 centimeters of space in the bag to allow room for the potatoes to expand during freezing. Finally, place the potatoes in the freezer compartment of your refrigerator. With this storage method, potatoes can be kept in the freezer for up to 12 months while still maintaining their flavor and texture. My family really love this method because it's not only simple but also incredibly convenient. I've just shared 5 ways to store potatoes. Which method do you think suits you best? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you have any great tips or personal experiences, don't hesitate to share. I'd love to learn from you. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss any upcoming videos. Thanks so much for watching till the end. Wishing you and your family many delicious and budget-friendly meals. See you in the next video.